going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button down below. Also, if you check the link, you will see a Patreon link. If you click it, you can become a Patreon supporter. All you got to do is click it and check it out. You can recommend movies and music for me to review. With that being said, we are here today with the Dragon Ball Super exclusive leaks. Yes, we're looking at chapter 68. Just had to make sure that that was the right number. So today, shout outs to Dragon Ball Hype. He released all the leaks for the upcoming chapter, and you'll see it in the video up above, some of the chapter panels. Let's talk about what happens in this chapter. So first and foremost, we were all hyped to see Goku versus Whis. Whis, of course, showing Goku that he ain't nothing compared to him, which I always thought it was going to happen anyway. You're not going to have Goku just achieve the Ultra Instinct form and just be able to take on Whis and make him look like nothing, right? We all knew that that was going to happen. But the cool thing about it is they also elaborate in the chapter that Goku is at the lowest level of Ultra Instinct. So he's at like basically the baby steps to beginners, right? But I'm not even tripping about that. That's whatever. We already knew this. But the biggest news is this. Vegeta is most likely getting a new form. And you know what's funny about this? I've been thinking about maybe a Saiyan or somebody getting a form like this. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I think it is. But let me set up the scene for you. So basically what's happening is that Vegeta's watching Goku and Whis go at it. And Beerus is like, yo, so like you're not trying to get Ultra Instinct? And Vegeta's like, nah, man, you know, it doesn't suit me. So Beerus is like, you know what? That's not the only technique that's wrapped in divine power. There are other techniques wrapped in divine power, more suited towards gods of destruction. He's like, I'm no teacher. I'm not going to teach you, but you can watch me do some exercises, which is basically hinting at him like you can observe me so that you can learn these techniques on your own, right? So what I think is that Vegeta is going to be on some topo shit, and he's going to end up wrapping his Super Saiyan abilities with God of Destruction Ki. I think he's going to learn how to use destructive ki, right? That's what I think. So get ready for Purple Aura Vegeta. It's coming. I'm over here. I'm stamping it now. Vegeta's going to have some Purple Aura. Calling it now. So Vegeta's got a new form, or he's going to have a new form. It's going to come in this chapter, guaranteed, right? Fast forward, we're looking back at Granola. He is basically giving 7-3 to a group called the Heaters. Now, why are they called the Heaters? Because all of these people, the pun on their name has something to do with things that you can like turn into energy and heat. The main dude, his name is Elect, short for electricity. Then there's oil and gas. Now, I think there's 5 of them, so there's 2 of them that we don't know their names. So I'm assuming maybe somebody's name is going to be Cole, and I don't know what the other one could possibly be. I don't know. I can't think of the other one. What the other one could be. Yeah. I don't know. We will have to look and see, like, what's another way that they can form heat, I guess. The different things that can form heat. So anyway, so this group, I'm assuming that they are just bandits, and I guess they're kind of strong. And because one of his strongest minions takes down this dude, not Oatmeal. What is his name? Now it's gonna bug me. How did I forget his name, dude? Granola. How can I forget his name? One of his strongest minions takes down Granola. So during the process, they switch to go for the 7-3 body, and he gives off the speech saying, you know what? Being powerful is whatever, but he was like, the strongest thing in this universe right now is going to be money, and it's going to be information. And basically 7-3 is going to be his whole process of information. And I can honestly see it, because think about it. It's possible that 7-3 has both Mirrors and Goatman, aka Mirrors. What's his name? Dude, Moral. We just finished his arc and I'm already forgetting his name. Moral and Mirrors' DNA in it. And if that's possible that he has that, that means he has he probably has data on all of them, right? And information dating back to God knows how long. So that's a lot of information. That's a lot of techniques. That's a lot of strength. That's a lot of stuff that's going to be embedded in him, right? So there's that. And what ends up happening is that basically Granola finds out that Frieza's still alive. So he starts flipping out. He starts getting pissed off. And Alex sends one of his minions to put him down. Like, yo, chill out. Put him down real quick. He chills out. He leaves with his gold. And he's over here saying, like, you know what? I gotta go find Frieza. I'm going to go get my revenge on this guy, right? For killing my people. Because like we stated earlier, Granola's race was killed by Frieza, who sent the Saiyans to do it. So we already know what's going to happen. He's going to find out about the Frieza being alive, and then Frieza is probably going to tell him about the Saiyans being alive, and maybe even Frieza might even manipulate this dude in order to get him to fight the Saiyans, right? It's just, come on, it's just like, it's kind of like breadcrumbs right now. Frieza's going to be the reason why he finds out about the Saiyans. With that being said, fast forward, some dude tries to rob this dude, Granola. Granola lays him down and then moves on about his business. So one of his things is before he leaves, he says, you know what, I need to train, and I need to become the strongest person in the galaxy so that I can defeat everybody. And then that's when the Oracle Fish is talking in his sleep, and he says, the power in the universe Universe 7 is starting to shift. The strongest fighter in the universe is about to be born. So somehow, some way, this dude, Granola, is about to become the strongest fighter in the universe. How? We don't know yet, but it is, and I believe it is going to have something to do with 7-3 and the information that he has inside of him. Somehow, some way, they're going to find a way to abstract this information, and maybe he's going to try to put it in himself. Maybe he's going to train, become strong enough to take on the Heaters, defeat them, and then take over their plan. Now, as far as the Heaters design looks very unique, but to me, it looks very Dragon Ball Heroes. A lot of these people look like Demigra, if you guys know who I'm talking about. If you're familiar with Dragon Ball Heroes, you will know who Demigra is. He's also featured in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, I believe. So, these characters kind of remind me of that. They're very Dragon Ball Hero-esque. And they're not really that menacing. A lot of people compare them to Bojack's gang, but it looks like Demigra and his henchmen are like the Black Army. Like I said, if you're familiar with Heroes. If not, look up the Black Army. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But I mean, this chapter is a cool chapter. It's setting up a lot of stuff. I can't wait to see what Vegeta's form is. Vegeta is definitely getting a new form in his arc. It's guaranteed. It's written 100% sure he's getting one. I think it's going to have something to do with God of Destruction Key. So get ready to see Vegeta with the purple aura, on some Topo shit. There's that. Also, Goku being at the lowest level of UI, kudos to them for doing that, because that makes it seem like Goku is not OP. They don't make the Master of the Ultra Instinct form too OP, even though it is. But they still make it to the point where he can still be defeated, right? So there's that. Also, another thing, when Goku's fighting Whis, Whis tells him, like, why are you trying to fight like me? You need to develop your own fighting style, right? And it kind of hit home because Goku's had a lot of different mentors that he's learned from. And I don't know if he's ever adapted his own style. I think he's always taken a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And he's tried to mimic them to the best of his abilities, but he's never really just adapted his own shit, Like, most of his techniques were learned from other people. And I don't think he really came up with much on his own, right? But other than that, so I thought that was a pretty cool tidbit. So yeah, Vegeta's getting a new form. Guaranteed, my boy Granola's about to become the strongest in the universe. I'm hoping that he doesn't get a transformation. I'm actually like Granola. I don't want him to get the transformation. I don't want to see like a super buff Granola or like changing up. Like when we saw the Moro arc had Moro take a couple of transformations, and I thought it was cool once he became young. But then like once he started like he kept changing. Then he did the 7-3 change, and then after that he became he he absorbed mirrors and became like Silver Goat Man, and then became like the whole Zamasu mutant looking thing, like, and then he became the Earth. Moro changed a lot, and I wasn't personally too much of a fan of it. After a while, it became a little bit excessive, but that's my opinion, right? So I hope that Granola stays the same. I don't want him to change too much. And I also thought it was cool that I think he's blind. Granola is blind in one eye. One of his eyes is like very lightly colored, like he has glaucoma or some shit. But I digress. The arc is cool. The panels have been the panel scrolled at the beginning. I recapped everything, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with my predictions. Let me know if you disagree. Until next time, you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. I hope you guys have a great night. Adios.